Welcome to Wanderlust and Wishes, the podcast where we explore the world one destination at a time.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Crystal.
As travel agents with Fantastical Vacations, we are here to share our passion for travel and help you turn your wanderlust into reality.
From hidden gems to bucket list adventures, join us as we dive into the sights, sounds, and stories of our favorite destinations.
So grab your passport, pack your bags, and let's embark on this journey together.
Good morning. It is Sunday morning. We actually drove down to Savannah yesterday so that we're at the halfway point, and we're just getting up and getting started. It's around 8:30, so we're headed to the Riviera. That's where we're going to be staying first. So we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, hello from the Riviera. We're here. We just got here. About 45 minutes ago, we checked in, and my parents got their room, but we do not have our room. So we're all kind of hanging out in their room right now, waiting. And I think Ella and Sofia and my parents and myself are going to go to Blizzard Beach. Yeah, Blizzard Beach, since they have the free water park day, the day you check in, and we're going to go check that out. So we're waiting for the bus for Blizzard Beach. We already took the bus from Riviera over to Animal Kingdom, and now we're waiting to switch buses to get to Blizzard Beach, which is really lame, actually. Not a fan of not having a direct bus to the water parks, but I understand why they do it, but it's no bueno. Okay, so we just got to Blizzard Beach, and maybe it's just because I've never been here or I just didn't do enough prep, but I don't think it's very intuitive, like where you're supposed to go to sit down. Obviously, my initial comparison is going to be with Volcano Bay just because that's where I've been before. And even though I don't think that they have enough seating with shade, they definitely have a ton of seating. And it's literally as soon as you walk in, you immediately see where the seating is. And it's very obvious when you're walking around the park where the seating is. It was not very clear where you're supposed to go to sit when you first walk into Blizzard Beach. The girls have gone to get on a slide, and I'm just kind of hanging out with some chairs while my parents go see if they can find a better spot because it's really crowded today. So there's really not a whole lot of options available, which, we're here at 4 p.m. So I would expect that. I'm not shocked that there's not a ton of available options. I'm just surprised that there's not better markings of here's where you go to sit down or, whatever. But anyway, I hope that we can still make the best out of the day and the girls can have a fun time. We'll probably be here for a couple of hours. I don't expect to be here for a super long time. So yeah, I'll check back in a little bit. Something that I have noticed almost immediately about the water situation, it looks like, and this is just based on me being at Volcano Bay once and being here, but it looks like Disney has done a lot better job making sure that the water's clean. And I don't mean clean like that Volcano Bay was like, brown or anything, but like there was a lot of debris in the water. And I know that's really difficult to keep up with, but I noticed whenever I was over at the Lazy River that there was a cast member in the water that was literally going through and had one of those little filter net things that was getting stuff out of the water so that there's basically no debris in the Lazy River. I really don't see any debris in the wave pool. So that's an interesting comparison. But I do think the seating situation looks like a hot mess to me. And that's probably because it's crowded and that people have moved chairs around and it just looks like super messy because of that. But yeah, it definitely looks a little chaotic around here. Okay, we're going to do a quick overview of what Ella and Sofia think about Blizzard Beach. So what was your favorite thing that you did while you were there, Ella?
The toboggan slide. You sit or you lay down on a mat and then you race each other.
Okay.
down the slide.
Sophia, what was your favorite one?
My favorite one was the really big slide. I don't know what it's called, but it's like at the top and you have
I think
to
it
ride
was
these,
Mount
like,
Gushmore. Is that Mount
Yeah.
Gushmore? Was that the name of it? The one that, like the drop slide?
Yeah. The one thing, it was a very bad butt massage.
Yeah.
It was really fun though.
I like that one also, but just the butt wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Your bathing suit
Hurts.
ended up like in a very much like a thong position once you were at the bottom. It was a little rough on the tushies.
It's our anniversary.
Good morning. We are headed to Magic Kingdom this morning. It's we left our room around 7:35 so that we can get on the bus by 7:45 for early park entry. I think the girls and my parents are going to rope drop Space Mountain, and we're going to rope drop Rob, and Lena and I are going to rope drop
I don't have to.
Peter Pan. Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock. We got here and we did Peter Pan, which said it had a 45-minute wait, but it definitely was not 45 minutes. I think it was maybe like 20 minutes. We did that. And then because it's right across from it, we did a small girl, had to take a potty break. And then we came over to meet with Ella and Sofia, my parents. They did Space Mountain, but Space Mountain was down or like at the, like right at park opening, but then it was fine. So they finished and then they went on the Speedway. We walked over to the Speedway area to meet up with them. And everybody was kind of getting a little crabby. It's pretty hot. And so we took a break. We got a coffee. The girls are eating popcorn and a donut and slushies. My parents went to find something to eat. So we have a lightning lane for Space Ranger Spin at 10:30, and then for Big Thunder Mountain, yay, at 11. So we're just gonna kind of chill for a second and then go do those. And then I'm pretty sure Ella wants to go to Pecos Spills for lunch, so we'll probably do that maybe after Big Thunder Mountain, or we might try to get something else in before we do lunch. And then, yeah, we'll try to figure out, maybe get a couple more rides in, and then probably take a break for the afternoon so that we can come back and do fireworks tonight. Okay, we're in the bus. We left Magic Kingdom. It's a little after 2. We're going to go back to the resort and take a break and maybe go to the pool for a little bit. Sophia, did you get on all the rides? What rides did you want to ride at Magic Kingdom? And did you get all of them?
I got all of the rides that I wanted to go on, and my favorite one was the Tiana's. Was it the Tiana's?
Bio Adventure.
Yeah, Bio Adventure.
Yeah, you like that one the best?
Yeah.
Which one was the one you liked least? Speedway?
Yeah, I think the Speedway.
That one's really nostalgic for us, and so that's why we like to go on it. It really needs to be updated. Yeah.
It's not fast.
Ella. Oh, it's not fast enough. Ella, what was your favorite ride of the day? Okay, stop.
This Space Tiana's.
What did you think about Big Thunder? I didn't feel like it's a lot.
It felt kind of more slow. It didn't really feel as fun.
Okay, that's interesting. There's a lot of people that have said that it feels slower.
Yeah, and it feels shorter than normal.
That's interesting because there are a lot of people that have said that they feel like it's slower, and I think it actually is slower. There have been people that have timed it or clocked the speed, and it's slower. So that's funny that Ella picked up on that. I didn't notice that many changes. I mean, I still love the ride, but it wasn't like so like earth shattering that I really even noticed. I wouldn't have noticed probably if I didn't know that there had been changes put in place.
Losing her hope. She's like, I want to go in this. And I'm like,
Okay, so we came back to Magic Kingdom. We got here and we had a lightning lane for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and it was down. So we went to Little Mermaid Under the Sea ride right after that because the lightning lanes are kind of stacked on top of each other. So we did that, and then we went over to Pirates of the Caribbean because we had a lightning lane right after that for that one. And Then we got Dole Whip. And what did you say about Dole Whip? You said it was your what?
My holy grail.
Yeah. Ella said it's her holy grail. So she got the swirl. Sophia, what did you get? Oh, she got the pineapple float. Yeah. So we went to Aloha Isle and got that. Now we're hanging out in the DVC lounge that's new in Frontierland. And then our next thing is we are going to go do Mine Train. I double checked with guest services, and basically because the lightning lane was canceled, or it went down in the middle of our lightning lane, we can just go whenever we want. So we're going to go back over there. And we have one more lightning lane for Haunted Mansion. That's from 8 to 9. So we'll see if we do that. The girls want to go to Main Street. So we'll see if we go over there. And Lena wants to go back to the resort. She doesn't want to stay for fireworks. So I got to figure out what I'm doing with that as well. Okay, so we are at Magic Kingdom. It's about 9:30. The Starlight Parade just came through, but we basically missed it because our Mine Train Lightning Lane just basically lasted up until like 10 till 9, and it was a complete chaotic mess on Main Street. But we were able to find a table at Casey's Corner, and Rob and Lena went back to the resort, and Sophia and Ella are eating corn dog nuggets and fries and cheese. But we were just talking about the Disney balloons. So, girls, tell me what you guys were saying about the balloons.
They were $18 and $24 for balloons that we've already seen so many people have deflated over a time, and all you have to do is carry them around in park, and it's really stupid, in my opinion.
I don't get the point of them. Like, maybe if they were like $3 to get a balloon, but they're like $20.
Yeah.
And you don't even, you can't do anything with it. You just carry it around and then it deflates over time in your resort. I don't understand.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And I agree, which is why we never bought balloons for the girls when they've been here.
I used them during practice, but I brought them because, why not?
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. Okay, it is, what day is it? Tuesday morning. We're headed to Hollywood Studios. We had a pretty late night at Magic Kingdom with the fireworks. Sophia, did you like the fireworks show? Did you think it was good?
Yeah, I liked it. It was just getting out was really hard.
Yes, it's quite a feat.
And our bus didn't come for a long time.
It was actually maybe 15 minutes, but it felt like eternity because we were ready to go back to the room.
I said that.
No.
No,
I recorded them at 10:40 or at whatever time. Yeah, I recorded them walking out. We were walking out of the park. We were still on Main Street, and it was 10:45. And our bus, I don't care. I have it recorded. You can say that all you want. But it came at 11:08. So it was definitely maybe 20 minutes, but it was probably more like 15. It just felt like a long time. But we were still in the park whenever you were at 10:45. Okay, whatever. It took forever. Everybody agrees that if it did or did not actually take forever, it felt like it took forever.
It's really not that. Yeah, but it feels it's gonna fit it.
I'm a little nervous about this morning because Hollywood Studios is notoriously terrible with lightning lanes, and it doesn't have enough to do. And we want to switch to go to Epcot this afternoon. We have lunch at Sofia.
Yeah.
I think at 1, maybe. I don't remember. Something like that. But we actually only have one lightning lane in the morning because that was the only one I could get because it fills up so quickly. I'm using Weight Magic to try to get our Slinky Dog to this morning. So hopefully that happens. I think we're going to go in and rip drop Mickey and Minnie's and then go to Smuggler's Shrine.
It's 8:16.
Okay, we just got in line for Rock and Roller Coaster. Hollywood Studios is probably the most frustrating park of all time. there's just not enough to do. So we've done a lot of waiting. We haven't really benefited a whole lot from the lightning lanes. I kind of wish that I had not even purchased it at this point. We probably could have done just as well without it because all of them are gone. So even once you use one, you can't really even book another one. But I am excited to see the new Rock and Roller Coaster theming. Ella and Sofia did Tower of Terror with my parents, while Lena and I, basically the entire time, we waited for pretzels because there was a Lightning McQueen popcorn bucket that dropped today, and it's very limited quantity, and the lines for popcorn, which is also where you can get pretzels, were horrendous. I think I may have waited like a good 40 minutes to get pretzels. So of course I then bought 2 popcorn buckets, which was the limit, because if I'm going to wait that long, I'm going to get the limited time popcorn bucket. And one of them is for Crystal, because her family loves Lightning McQueen. Sophia, what did you think about Tower of Terror?
I really liked it. I expected it to be more scary, but it definitely was better than Haunted Mansion.
Everybody's picking on my Haunted Mansion. What about, we did Smuggler's Run, and we also did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. What'd you think about those?
I liked the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and what was the other one? The
Smuggler's Run.
The Smuggler.
Smuggler's Run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one where you were the pilot, co-pilot.
Oh, yeah. I liked both of them. They were both really fun. I wish the Mickey and Minnie was just a little bit faster because it went by kind of slow. And then I really did like the pilot one though.
Even though Ella was yelling at you the whole time that you weren't driving correctly.
Yeah, I was trying to turn to get away from a wall and crashing, and then she keeps saying, "Why are you turning so much?" But I was trying to straighten it.
Every time she'd go to one side, you needed to go to the other side. It was like turn, 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 and she was just going like.
But did we crash?
Yeah.
No,
We hit the top of it.
Well, we got
I
to
don't
see.
control how high it goes.
We got to see the new Mandalorian and Grogu
It wasn't as
theming. I don't think it was either. Ella just said she didn't think it was as fun. I don't think it was as fun as the original. I mean, it's nice that it was different, and I understand they changed it because everybody was.
Ray.
No, it's never been Rey. That was on Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, it was C-3PO.
But either way, I think the original one was more fun than the updated one, even though it was nice to have something different.
80-minute wait time.
So we just waited over an hour in line for a Rock and Roller Coaster. The posted wait was 70 minutes, and we weren't even close. And they just updated the time, I think, to 90 minutes, which I still think is a load of crap, because there's no way. We had already waited the 70 minutes, and there's no way that we only had 20 more minutes left in line. We were still outside. We weren't even remotely close. So, again, Hollywood Studios, I think, has become my arch nemesis at this point. I love the rides. I love the atmosphere, but there's not enough to do here. And as you can tell, I'm very frustrated that we just waited in line for over an hour and had to get out of line because we have a dining reservation. And there's no way we were going to make it if we didn't get out of line. And we had sufficient time to make it based on the original wait time posted. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not. I'm going to see if I can record a voice memo with the noise in the background. We're at Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater for lunch.
Blast off! Rocket to the most astounding science fiction adventure of the age as man reaches the moon.
But if you've never been here, it has, I think, from the 50s maybe, movies from the 50s. Just reminiscent of drive-in theaters. So it's very kitschy for sure. But we're definitely all ready for something to eat, something decent to eat. We'll check back in later. All right, guys. We just did Guardians of the Galaxy. And then I think we might have made record time getting over to the Mexico Pavilion from there. Seriously, I think we made it over here in like 6 minutes because we cut behind the Odyssey building into Mexico from over there. Anyway, obviously this was Sophia's first time on Guardians of the Galaxy. What'd you think, Sophia?
I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. There wasn't really much that was like very surprising. There's a lot of fun, but there's a really big break when there's a big bang happening.
I think that was because the bike.
Oh, yeah. I think the ride might have actually malfunctioned for a second before it started, like before it went backwards, because we all kind of just sat there for a second.
Wait,
And it didn't go anywhere, and we were all like, hello?
I also think they changed it because it used to go like we've gone back in time, and then you just like shoot back, but
Yeah.
they changed it.
Yeah.
And they had like all this talking, and I didn't really like it. I just want them to shoot you back.
Yeah, they said it was like, I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot, and then nothing. Like, it just was dark, and there was nothing on the screen, there was nothing happening, and I think everybody was like, what's going on? And then of course, then it started. But we got Do the Conga. Is that the name of the song?
It's called
Conga. Okay, that's the song that we got. That's not my favorite one for sure, but it was still fun. Good morning. It's about 10 to 11. We just checked out of the Riviera, and we're headed over to Animal Kingdom Lodge. I got checked in and everything. I went down to the front desk and got us checked in over at Animal Kingdom Lodge, so we don't have to do any of that. I think the girls are probably going to hang out at the pool until we get our room ready. Hopefully it's ready fairly early, so we don't have to wait for it all day. But we did go to a new restaurant last night that I asked the girls about whenever I get them in a good spot where we can do another voice memo. But it was the restaurant that's in the Pyramid and Mexico Pavilion, and it was really good. I actually ended up getting an appetizer, the tostadas with chicken, and it was plenty for a meal. It was very good. It is around 9:30 on Wednesday, a rest day. I haven't really updated since this morning. We came over to Animal Kingdom Lodge from Riviera this morning, and I think we got our room around 1 or 2 o'clock. Myself and Lena, Robin, and myself have 1-bedroom villa, and because I was trying to get the Savannah view for the other group, they have a deluxe studio with a Savannah view. So they got their room closer to 4, but they ended up going to the pool, and then it started lightning, and it did rain a little bit. So they came back and went to Disney Springs. So by the time they got back from Disney Springs, it was fine because they had their room at that point. Rob and I walked around the resort a little bit, and we went over to check out the quick service at Jumbo House. It's kind of weird because Donnie only has a quick service option at the pool, but they don't have any other quick service at the resort. So to get like the regular, like what you think of as quick service, you have to go over to Jumbo House. It's not too far. I mean, it's like an 8-minute walk, or you can take a shuttle over there, but it's just not quite as convenient as, when we stay at Riviera. There's this downstairs on the first floor, and it's very easy. Anyway, we had lunch there, and then we had our room pretty quickly, so we came back up to our room. I did some stuff for a client, trying to figure out what cruise she wants. She's making the decision on a cruise, but we just kind of like pedaled around for most of the day. It's supposed to be a rest day and our day that we're switching over resorts. So I definitely pooped from the 2 full days of parks on Monday and Tuesday. We have Animal Kingdom in the morning, and it will be our last day as well. Talk to you in the morning. Okay, so the girls just finished doing Flight of Passage, and we are in line for Everest. What did you think, Sophia?
I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. I didn't like the smell in the beginning, but Ella did. It just smelled weird in my opinion. It hurt my nose, but it was a lot of fun.
What did you like best about the ride? What do you like best about the ride, though? Like, did you like
the random drops or when, like, there's, like, you're about to go under a wave?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, and Ella, what do you think?
I really like it. I mean, I've always liked it, but I like the new updates. I think I've gone on it one other time with the update. And yeah, I like the smell. But my favorite thing about it is like the. What was I going to say?
I don't know. Does it still have like the whale thing that jumps out of the water?
My favorite part about it is like how you're really just going like up and down and forward and like back in little like seat thing. But you feel like you're going like upside down and like straight down and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're getting ready to get on Everest, so we'll update after Everest and see what Sophia thinks about it. We just got off Everest. We rode it twice.
Tell me to wait till they get to my.
And we're in line for Cali River Rapids. The things that you do for your children. If you've been listening for a while, you know I'm not a big fan of water ride. Okay, so we're now in line.
Why are they all empty?
Because it's probably, I don't know. We're now in line for the safari ride. It posted wait about 35, 40 minutes, and we got in line around 10:30. My parents and Ella and Sofia have lunch scheduled at 11:30. So as soon as we're done here, they're going to go do that. I'm not sure what Lena and myself are going to do. Rob is at Hollywood Studios this morning, so he's going to kind of meet us over here. We have lunch reservations at 12:45. But I wanted to see, we've ridden Everest and Cali River Rapids.
Pandora.
They rode Pandora this morning. Sophia, what has been your favorite so far between Cali River Rapids, Everest, and Pandora?
Probably. I don't really know. I rode Cali and River Rapids and Everest twice, so I liked both of them at the same time, like the same amount.
But did you like those better than the Pandora ride?
Yeah.
Flight of Passage, you liked Everest and Cali River better?
Yeah.
And Ella, I'm guessing you probably think the same thing. Yeah?
I like the Pandora one the best.
You liked Flight of Passage better? Okay.
I feel like today Everest was just a little rocky.
It's always rocky.
Well, but
yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully we're going to be on the ride soon, and they'll make it to lunch on time. Good morning. This is our day that we're leaving, so I'm a little bit sad, but we are walking out of Animal Kingdom. We had a fantastic room, and I really did love the resort. Somewhere that I would definitely like to stay again. We're going to be heading out in a few minutes. It's around 8 o'clock, and we have a long drive. So I will probably check back in later today and get kind of a recap from the girls, or I may just ask them to do voice memos in the car since they're riding with my parents. Overall, the trip was really great. I wish we had a couple more days, but I always do.
Okay, girls, this is actually for Sophia. What did you think about Mission Mars?
I liked it. Ella made it seem like I was going to die on it, but it was actually a lot of fun, and it's not much worse than Mission Earth. Ella's just a little over dramatic.
That we are leaving, and I wanted to ask the girls, Sophia, what did you think of The Lion King?
I liked The Lion King. I didn't like the benches, though. I wish they were a little bit more comfortable like how they are in theaters, because they were like hard benches and sitting there for a while, but it was a lot of fun. It looked really cool.
Ella?
It was interesting. I've only done it like one other time, I think. Well, like one other time that I remember, because I was like younger, the other time I did it, but it was fun. I like watching them do the acrobatics and stuff.
Okay. This is Mimi. We are home now from the Disney vacation trip for Ella's birthday. She and her friend Sofia did great. We really enjoyed the girls. They were cute and funny, and we had a great time. We really enjoyed riding the rides with the girls, so I hope they enjoyed it as much as we did.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wanderlust and Wishes.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform.
And remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be explored. Until next time, happy travels.
Bye for now.